Well, hello everyone. Sorry we've had a little bit of technical difficulties tonight and trying to get back into the groove of streaming. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back and trying to plan out the content for what we're going to be doing on stream. Oops. Trying to get used to headphones, which I'm not used to. So tonight we're going to be reviewing a 2025 spring fashion show. And it's Ellie Saab. And I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly because he's one of my favorite designers. I love his aesthetics. I love the fabrics that he chooses. I think it's very elegant and classy, and it speaks to my aesthetics and the things that I like to put in my designs. Hey, chaotic. Oh no, that's Nacho Holic. Hi, thank you. Yes, spring already. Actually, the designers, when you design a collection, they were finished with this collection back at let's see, fall of when fall 24 was showing, spring 2025, spring and summer 2025 was already showing. Oh, okay, yeah, they got to be ahead of head the designers. Yes. Now, independent designers such as myself, and by the way, Nacho Holic, thank you for joining me for the first time. Yay! But independent designers such as myself, I have the luxury of waiting until the spring, but that's sort of a drawback too sometimes because like I'm not prepared. But I'm getting there and I'm doing better. Hello, All About Glam. Thank you for coming in and joining. So tonight I explored so many different things that I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to sketch, but I'm starting to use a new program called Procreate, and I'm not used to it, so I didn't know where anything was. So I got tired of trying to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm putting that away. Then I went back to Fresco, and because I have used that to design with, and I just didn't feel like my sketching was up to par because I haven't sketched in such a long time and I wanted to sketch on a mannequin and not do it on the flat. So I said, okay, I'm not going to do that. Then I got this it's a belt that we make out of jeans. I have a friend, we make it out of jeans. We got the idea from Bengala Homes, and we've sold two of the ones that we've designed. So we're trying to design some more for not a fashion show, for a show where we sell. It's not really. It's more than just a craft show because we sell hair products and things like that. And when I say hair products, I mean headbands and hair accessories, that kind of stuff. And I usually sell some of my designs. So I pulled that out, and I haven't completely finished my setup for that. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. So then I thought about today. I had a fit-in with one of my clients. It's a garment that I'm just doing alterations for her, and so we'll have a video of that. And actually, when she wears it for her event, I'm going to do footage there at her event and then put it all together, and you'll get to see what I'm doing. But the neat thing is this fashion show that I'm working on, I'm not working on, the fashion show that we're going to be reviewing tonight. They have the color that my client is going to be wearing for her event. And so I wanted to review this spring fashion show just for myself also because I wanted to get some inspiration. I have some fabric here that I purchased from a couture fashion house in Miami. So that's the fabric. And uh thank you, Reaper. I just got rated. So hearts. So this is fabric that I purchased to make a gown for an outfit for my nephew's wedding. That has gone, I think he's coming up on his second or third anniversary. Oh, thank you, Mr. Payne. It's our fun follow. Oh, that's beautiful fabric. It is, but oh, thank you, Tyler, the animator, for following me. Okay, so this is expensive fabric. Let me tell you, I kind of broke the bank. It doesn't look like it should be. I mean, you could tell it's expensive fabric, but this you're looking at $500 right here, just in fabric for this couture fabric. So you best believe I'm gonna do a muslin of the garment first before I cut into this. And I really wanted to do so, Mr. Pain and Sorrow said $500. Yep, $500 Renos for this fabric. So something like this, if I was working on this for a client, I'm the client for this one, then you already know what time it is, how much this garment is going to cost. But before I cut into this beautiful fabric, I need some inspiration. So it is nice fabric though. Yeah, I stood in the couture fabric store. I draped it around myself and I looked at it, and trust me, I did not want to spend the money on this fabric, but it was just the fabric was just calling my name. It's just so beautiful. And what it is, this particular couture fabric store, they buy designer fabric. So I really wish I knew which designer, well-known designer used this fabric so I could brag and say that I'm wearing the fabric that they designed something out of. But it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's lightweight. So it's going to make a really nice outfit. But my event that I'm going to is going to be on a rooftop. The nerd in me says, "Can you make a cool ninja onesie?" The practical person in me says, "Could you make a nice suit out of it with matching wallet and purse?" Yeah, I guess we'll have to. You know, Reaper said, "LOL, a ninja onesie." And so, yeah, a nice suit would be nice. I might even look for another fabric to go with it, but the event is in the afternoon, so it can't be too dressy. And I may not even we listen and we don't judge. True, we listen and we don't judge. And we don't judge the cost of this beautiful fabric. But I may or may not use it. I don't know. I'll have to see. But I need some inspiration because I just don't know what I want to do with it. And at times, just like sometimes writers have a writer's block, designers have designer's block. And the best thing I could do is start just throw it on my dress form and start playing with some designs. That's what I did in the store. I actually came up with a cute design in the store. Hopefully I still have the picture because I kind of draped it on myself and looked in the mirror. That's what helped to sell me the fabric. The salesperson wasn't even around when I found this fabric and when I started draping it on myself. When I started to drape it, I had to get her help, but this fabric totally sold itself. So we shall see. So let's see if we can get some inspiration. Oh, before we do that, I'll show you the belt that speaking of a designer, I found these, my friend and I found these at either Goodwill, the jeans at Goodwill, or at the our local women's center. And this is what it looks like. We cut the jeans up, and I've started designing it. So that'll be a belt that you would wear on top of something. So this is part of the design. And then I was playing with some strap, the holders. So I'll get back to that, but I just wasn't feeling that tonight either. So then I thought about my task because I have probably about probably about 5 weeks on top of work that I'm doing for others. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a belt. I thought it was shorts. It's so funny. Everybody thinks it's shorts, and a lot of the older women are like, "Oh, why do you wear that? Do you wear it on top of leggings?" So we started showing it on top of like a bodycon dress or something like that, so that people know what it is. And like I said, we experimented. We made three. We sold two. So our goal is for our upcoming show at the top of February is to have at least 10 of those made. But the process really it takes time because you take a pair of jeans like this. If you remember, these are the jeans that I used to make my tie out of, and hence you see this big hole where I cut out because there was a part of these jeans that I wanted. And again, I we purchased these jeans I think for $2 at Goodwill, and so I'm gonna cut these up and make a belt too. Does it look like a peplum on the dress? It doesn't look like a peplum because sorry, I had to make sure my little mini iron wasn't on. It looks could look like a peplum. It really could. It really could. In fact, that's a cute idea to kind of make like a jacket and then make the little belt. That might be cute. Cute idea. I'll have to keep that in the memory banks. So, but anyway, I wasn't feeling doing any of that on stream tonight because I wanted to make sure my work surface was where I wanted it to be. So, the next best thing when you are having a design block is to go and watch some inspiration. The inspiration is supposed to motivate you. It's not you don't go out there to copy what you see. It's supposed to create the flow in you to begin to design. I'm full of ideas that I don't know how to make. Well, you need to sketch them and share them with me because I certainly know how to make them. All about glam. So let's get into it. Let's watch this fashion show. And again, this is Ellie Saab. And so this is his show. And can you hear it okay? Yes, we're going to watch a fashion show. And we'll get to comment on the designs as they come down the runway. I love how they have the palm trees and everything and the soft music. So this is continuing with the crop top fill and the cargo pockets, the harem, a modified harem pant and loose fitting, the big chunky jewelry, the oversized coat here with the big bag. It's a cute outfit. Oh, and look, it has some bling at the top. I love it. Now here we go. That looks like it could be a takeoff on a trench coat. So we know that's where what inspired him with this look. And this is that new it's not burgundy, it's like a reddish, it's not a merlot. It's I don't know what to call this particular color. I'll have to look it up on Pantone. Then this is like handmade and tail red. Okay, okay. Yeah, I love that color. And this looks like a crochet look going back to the hats. Look at the hats. You know I'm here for the hats. This is like she's going on safari. Look at the cute purse and the wristband. Yeah, bucket hats are back. But you see how he's kept that theme with the cargo pockets. Simple. Here we have the dress with it looks like faggoting on those pockets. And then a knit. We're transitioning now into the crochet look. I'm not a real fan of the crochet look, but that's really nice. I love Ellie Saab. I think the clothes are practical yet very upscale. And they should be because some of his gowns are $3,000 and $4,000 and up. Here we see that red again with the big chunky necklace. This looks like we're going to Hawaii or Tahiti. That could be like a beach cover up. Although I don't think I wear something expensive like that. When you are preparing for a fashion show, how do you know what looks to send out first? You years ago, you used to start with the casual and then end up with the very formal. But this is, I believe this is his ready to wear show. So everything is practical. There's not going to be stuff that is unwearable. Look at this lace. I'm sure they embroidered all of these pieces and to put on this gown. And as you can tell, things are still flowing and draping on the floor. The short hemlines are out, the longer hemlines are in. This looks old school with the way the bathing suits used to fit women. That wasn't a bathing suit, by the way. It was an outfit. But I love the lace detail. Again, that looks like a crochet. And the crochet, people who are doing knitting and crochet, they're having blast. Here we go again with the crop top and the harem type pants, just a refined look. This is giving very Hawaii type of vibes. I would say so. Look at how that's crossing at the waist. Very nice. So we see that beachy type of vibes. Yeah, I think so. I think so. This definitely is given camouflage, but with a leopard inspired print. This looks very classic with the notch collar and the cargo style pockets. He's carried that throughout the looks. I love this. And that's a soft, that looks like a chiffon underneath and then a more structured fabric. Looks really cozy to wear. I like this show so far because it feels like I could wear this stuff. Military with a feminine flair. I like that. Military with a feminine flair. That's exactly right. Look at that belt. Even the belt looks like a military belt. Well, the avant-garde stuff is probably in the haute couture show. This is ready to wear, which tends to be more practical. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I give you springtime. I love all the colors and the belts. Springtime in Paris. I love the scarf. Wow, that's given like a cape look, but still flowy, gorgeous. And I know that's silk fabric. This looks like Rivendell elf fashion. I never heard. What is Rivendell? The cape looks awesome. I agree. The print is beautiful. So far, I haven't seen anything that inspires the look. I'm gonna have to look at the haute couture look. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Sorry, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Make sure you're checking out the hairstyles too, because the hairstyles have gone back to just like not overdone, not slicked back, just flowing. As many times as I've watched it and you've never seen it, nope. The way I would keep twirling if I had on one of those flowy gowns. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. The detail. That's another thing I like about Elisab, the detail in his work. She almost tripped a little. Here comes the glam. Here comes the sparkly. That reminds me of my peacock dress. The hairstyles are very sleek and simple. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. And as you can tell, the fabric is what's nice about it. Be prepared to be sick of me. Now that's my color there. I love that gown. I would wear that gown. Yes, I would. This is very 20s, this one here, with that flounce on the bottom and the soft detail at the shoulder, those bell sleeves on this one. And as you can tell, the halter top is making a statement. It's the fabric that's doing all of the work in these gowns. Very simple, but yet so elegant. Oh, I love it. I have a fabric that reminds me of. Oh my gosh, I need to take it out and design a gown. That's gorgeous. So this is for spring for this year. Yes. Look at that. gorgeous. I love the shimmery look on the dull fabric. That's gorgeous. How far in advance do you have to plan for the seasons? Like, do you start making stuff now for winter? Actually, winter should be just about wrapping up for women's wear. Children's wear is closer to the seasons. Women's wear is always a year in advance. And that's been very hard for me. They're starting to try to do it closer to the seasons, but it takes so much to prepare for the season, to create the design, create, look for the fabric. Well, not really look, because they have people that design this fabric for them. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I love the two-tone metallic. You got the gold with the pewter. So beautiful. And I would imagine this is like summer right here. That looks like a goddess. I love how that the waistband fits on that skirt with the pleating. We see a lot of pleating and tucking. And again, the flowy shoulders giving off like a cape vibe. Very interesting. This this gown looks like it was inspired from something from Egypt. And that's another way we can get inspiration, from going back in time and looking at artwork and building structures. That's gorgeous. Here we go again with the halter top, and it has pockets, pockets, pockets. I love how the sparkly is coming now. Yes. So you see how he transitioned his look from everyday to evening. Yeah, that contrast the model skin tone very well. It did. Just love his clothing. I think it's beautiful. I haven't seen anything so far that I don't like, that I didn't like. I love the transitions too, all about glam. I think it's very nice. How do you get to go to fashion shows? You pay to do these fashion shows. There's a lot of money expended in these fashion shows, from paying the models, paying your design team. I was invited to a show by Flying Solo that's going to be in Paris, but I'm not ready for that yet, because trust me, it's expensive, very expensive. And you need at least 10 to 15 pieces. I love how simple and wearable these are. So here comes the whole show. So you get a glimpse of the color. So are you seeing the color trend and palette, the neutrals, still with the metallics, the gold and the pewter is really big. That green, that army green or military green. And check out their hats that they had on as well. I love the scarves. And I do love, I like the colors, but I wish we weren't going back to pale colors. What happened to the bright neons? It's fashion is very cyclic. It comes around. They'll be back, but they're just gone for now. I love the beige blush color. I do as well. But if you buy classic neutrals, you should have some of these in your closet. I have a neutral, or the cranberry one. Yes, I have some of these neutrals. There he is. He's the man. That was awesome. That was so awesome. So I want to show you one more that it came up after this one. Let me see if I could find it. Um, the couture. This is his haute couture. So now you're going to see a few more of the way out things. I love this. I love the this. No, this is going to be the glam, more of the glam and the way out stuff. That's what haute couture is. Like this, I have a little girl's dress I designed that's similar to that. So we see the capes. Now we're seeing the full cape. But look at the detail on the capes. And it has a hood. And we see the muted colors again. Look at the openings in the dress, the peekaboos. Now, when it gets towards the end, it might get a little bit more funky. Even though it was only a few months ago, this is so last year. I love the flowy sleeves. I do as well. I love the capes as well. Look at the sparklies. I love the little touches of spark. And again, you can look at past shows for inspiration. You don't only have to look forward, you can look backwards too to get inspiration. And the fabric should inspire you. Look at the glitter. I love it. It's given a goddess type flair. I love the asymmetrical cape on this one. If you had all the money you needed to do a fashion show, what would be your vibe for your fashion show? It would be similar to this because I love flowy fabrics. I love bling. I love lace. So it definitely would be similar to this. There would be a lot of hand sewing on my garments. Like this looks like just handwork. Like the pieces were embroidered and then hand sewn on the garment. That looks like something I would design. Gorgeous. I love the train on this dress. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. I feel like some of these dresses could be worn as wedding gowns. I was just thinking the same thing, that if you didn't want to wear a traditional white or beige, these would be beautiful for a wedding. Look at the detail on the back of that cape. Never been a big fashion person, but I like when they model real outfits that people would actually wear, not some of the crazy stuff that's been out there. Oh, please, I can't. Trust me, I have friends that are fashion designers, and we roll our eyes at some of the crazy stuff that there were so many memes made of on Instagram. It's just ridiculous. Do you have to be invited to go watch the show? No, you just have to pay a lot of money. Some of the shows you have to be invited to, but some of these shows are very expensive. Look at the cutout details on that. That to me is gorgeous. LOL, you should save the pics and show them on stream. I love that periwinkle. That's beautiful. I love the glam look. There, to me, there is nothing like, look at that. Love it. The small waist, the bow, and all the detailing. Oh, the lavender. That was beautiful. Yes, it was. And imagine, think about how classic these gowns look and the fact that you would be able to wear it 10 years from now. So, getting your money out of the garment is what it's all about. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. They could have stayed on that one a little bit longer. I love it. I can see Zendaya, and this reminds me of the gown she wore. Similar. It has the same feel to it. I love the color on that gown too. I want to see the back of it. Yeah, it definitely looks like something she would wear. How much do you think these gowns cost to purchase? Anywhere from 3,000, 4,000 on up 10,000. Definitely. Oh, look at that. That back is a little low. How low can you go? How low can you go? Yes, 3,000 American dollars, probably more than that. If you go to his website, you'll see the prices. Oh, look at that. Those are like feathers. Puts wallet back down. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And some of these was gonna get one for All About Glam's birthday coming up. You might want to wait a while. These are definite investment. Look at the sleeves on this one. It's like a bell sleeve, but a lot of the beading is hand sewn. LOL, maybe a dupe will show up in Ross. Trust me, there are no dupes on these in Ross. Oh, look at the feather. Actually, it's looks like not rhinestones. What, like bugle beads or something. The fringe is given a fringe look. Don't sleep on Ross. LOL. LOL. Shein or Temu about to copy these. They're gonna try to copy with their. We not. Don't even mention them in my chat. Oh, look at that. I love that. Oh, gorgeous. That looks like royalty. I love the sleeve and then the off the shoulder 42-cent sale for the win. Yeah, if you can find it. And I think it's the 27th of this month coming up. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's the one I love. Look at the back. You see, their makeup is very soft too. It's not overdone or exaggerated. Why can't we wear this every day? I know, right? Go to the grocery store. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That's like a nude beige. Where would you wear this? To an evening wedding, to a wedding, to the Met Gala. And some of these, well, the Met Gala usually have a theme. And so most of the time they're not going to wear something like this unless they pull it all together. I'm going to start being dramatic and wearing ball gowns to the grocery store. Yes, it's very royal looking. Oh, look at that. But I honestly wonder what do they do with some of their samples. That's where you could get bargains when they have sample when designers have sample sales. That's where you can really save on the cost of garments. That's gorgeous. I can imagine how much these fabrics cost and the workmanship that they put in it. Now, a lot of these designers have gotten some backlash because they're not size inclusive. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. That is, I could see my niece Darnisha in that. She would wear something like that. Very nice. Yeah, I can show you some pictures of what these would look like if Shein and Temu tried to copy it. And it would be what I ordered and what I got. I sadly don't have a lot of red in my closet. Yeah, I love that red. That's like a reddish orange. Well, really orange, but it has some orange in it. I'm glad that they get close up on the lace detail because it's just beautiful. If Timu made it, it definitely wouldn't fit right. No, it wouldn't. Oh, that's a nice back. The way it uh it's cut in the back is so beautiful. Then with the A-line skirt at the bottom with the drape. Now, my only issue is they're on a pristine floor. Can you imagine spending all this money on these gowns and then having them drag on a dirty sidewalk or in a dirty place where like it is picking up all the junk from the floor? No big backs in that dress. Oh, was that wedding? Oh, oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. That's about the color of the gown that I wore for my godson's wedding last year that I had worn for my wedding renewal. That's so pretty. That's gorgeous. So gorgeous. Look at the lace. I love the contrast of the lace on the satin, and that's a silk, and you can tell the difference. Look at that train. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. Look at all the cameras out filming that. gorgeous. Absolutely just gorgeous. Yes. Only girly girls like stuff like this, though. I could just hear somebody, they don't want to miss that moment. I could see people who aren't girly girls going like, ah, no, no one would steal your show as a bride in that dress. Very true. Oh my gosh, look at the mirrors highlighting this dress. Is she coming back again? Years ago, that's how it used to be that the bride would end the show, and they stopped doing that. And I hate the fact that that's how that fashion shows are no longer like that. Did you see her arm pieces? They were so pretty. It was like a pleated shawl on her forearm. Like almost like a balloon sleeve. Yes, that shawl. Yes. It would take me a year to make some of these gowns with the intricacy of the lace and the beading. I love the pleating and the twists, the knots, all of it. So, have any of these sparked some inspiration for your piece? That silvery powder blue. Unfortunately, no, because my event is on a rooftop and I have to make sure I'm cold. I'm cool. So maybe the cape is maybe I can incorporate that feel into my look. And I'm not certain if I want to wear a top and pants or a dress because the event is not in the evening. I wish it was because then it would be different, but it's during the day. Ugh, I want that lavender. That would be so embarrassing. Can you imagine if you tripped during the big moment? Oh, that would be embarrassing. Look at all the people there to see his show. That's amazing. I would love to do a fashion show like this, but you definitely gotta have the financial backing to do something like this. That's a lot of workmanship. So that was summer 24 and
Hey, Queen. Instead of focusing.
so uh you can see the difference, you can see the transition from the spring, you can see the transition from 2024 to 2025. Some of the colors stayed the same. That red we see turned more into like a merlot, a cranberry. So we saw a transition of the colors, and that's how you can get away with wearing clothes season season to season. And I like that. I like that you can reach back into your own closet and begin to pull trends, current trends out. And I think that's important when you're not trying to spend a lot of money. What happened to your music? I don't know. I don't know what happened to my music. Um, I don't know. It left and it went away. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, can you hear it now? Good. Okay. So I like for myself adding pieces, trendy pieces to my wardrobe every year. Did it go out again? Oh, okay.
Step
So
up
I
on
like
a Disney
adding
cruise and discover where
trendy
memories meet
pieces
adventure,
to
where
my
escape meets
wardrobe
imagination, where
and
magic meets the sea. Disney Cruise
using
Line,
pieces that I've
Central
had
Florida.
from before. I think
At
that's
Disney
what
Springs,
style
you
is
don't
about.
need a wand to bring
When
the
you can
magic to
take
life.
pieces
The enchantment is
from
already
your
around every corner.
wardrobe
Get in your pumpkin
from
coats.
years
It's time to
prior
treat
and
yourself.
bring it back
Shop
and make it
dine-in
look
flavor
fresh and
all
make
at
it
Disney
look like
Springs.
it
Find
just
absolutely
came
whatever you're after.
off of the runway. So that's something that I love to teach people how to do. That's what I love about upcycling, that you can take pieces, go thrifting and go find some nice pieces and create a look. Like on my Instagram page, I did a style with that burgundy color for Florida State's garnet color, garnet and gold, for my son's event. And the two pieces that I put together, that wasn't a set. I put those two pieces together to create that look. I bought the dress and then I found the cape, and that's another trick. Are you going to show us some of your sketches for your designs one stream? Yes, I plan on doing that. I'm going to work on trying to figure out what I want to design out of my beautiful fabric. I don't think you saw the fabric reefer, but this is the fabric. That's the fabric for my design. And so I need to figure out, thank you. It's very expensive too. I didn't buy it because it was expensive. I bought it because it was pretty. But because it's expensive, I will definitely make a muslin first. Try it on, make sure I like it. I'm thinking that it might have a peplum, and because it has these swirls in it, I'm gonna really let the fabric speak for itself. I don't know. Well, it's too bad the event is at 3 o'clock because I could see myself putting some fur at the end of the sleeve. LOL, it brought it because it's me with every piece of RGB lighting ever. Yeah, this is, and there's, you can't see it, but there's a little sparkle. You can't see it on camera, but there's a little sparkle from something. And so it just gave me the idea that I'm going to put something sparkly on it. Let me see if I can find, just so you can see. Now, this doesn't go with this, or maybe it does. I don't know. Look at this. But I'm not going to put anything, if I use it, I'm not going to put anything sparkly. Remember the piece from my tie? Look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. So pretty. So there's actually something of my clients that inspired me to use this piece. Oh, I like that together with it. I do as well, but I'm not going to use it. Not for this event because my client is doing something similar that it inspired me to make it. So I wouldn't do that because of it. The inspiration came from her. So I've got to figure out maybe, I don't know, ooh, maybe a cute jumpsuit. So are you leaning towards a pantsuit or dress? Maybe a cute jumpsuit. Maybe use this at the top and get a fabric or lace for the bottom. I don't know. So see, I think the laces, oh, I think the laces in inspiring me. Ooh, with a cape. Yeah, I like that idea. So I'm gonna have to do some sketching and see what I could come up with. I want to see if I could find the there was another, let me go to history. There was another fashion show that came up that this one. Now, his show, let's go back. So let's see what he's got going on. So you already know it's going to be extra if he's showing all of these pictures. Zahir Murad, and this is his couture fall winter 24-25. So that means that it's going to carry over. That reminds me of the sparkle in my jacket for my tea party for my birthday. She's like she has on a bodysuit. Who said you can't wear bling? That is bedazzled. I love the gloves. Ooh, that's pretty. That's gorgeous. I feel like Beyonce would wear that first one. Yes, definitely. Beyonce would wear this one too. Gorgeous. And sometimes these designers do design some of these pieces with celebrities in mind. They use them as a muse. Lots of beading. The contrast of the velvet on top and then the sheer on the bottom. Gorgeous. Oh, I like the bows in the back. Bows are having a moment. Bows are everywhere now. I bet these cost thousands due to all the beading. Yes. There was, I don't, if you remember the store that I purchased my fabric from, the couture store, fabric store, they had beading that was $5,000 a yard. So I bought a hair bow and I still haven't worn it yet. LOL. That's so pretty. I love that exaggerated hood type collar. Gorgeous. Now the only thing I don't like how the top moves when she moves. Like it rocks from side to side. I agree. You should wear it, Reaper. $5,000, man, they don't play with these prices. No. That's gorgeous. I love the contrast. But now, can you see the difference between now the makeup is a little bit more exaggerated with the couture fashions. And these still aren't over the top. This, they look like they played with the pleating to make it open up to the darker color. All of that beading. If you ever have an opportunity to watch the making of, I can't remember the designer, but they actually show you couture garments being made. This looks like a mirror. Like if you saw a mirror that was cracked, that's what this reminds me of. That they took that concept from a cracked mirror. I just love the rose gold beading. I do as well. But believe it or well, you do believe these gowns are so heavy with all of this beading. Did you hear that? Like it was like a glass breaking in the backdrop of the music. So that's definitely inspiration for that piece. Or I should say shattering. I love how this is beaded. Now, some of these concepts could be adapted to cosplay. Look at those boots. I don't know how warm it's going to keep you, but you'd be looking cute. But some of these looks definitely, I feel like once you've worn it, the next time you got to wait 10 years to wear it again. I love the variation of colors in that. Again, that shattered look. Ooh, I had some ideas for my Storm cosplay. I found this all white bodysuit for $89. Do you think that is too much for something I'm going to sew on top of? I would look for something less expensive. Look at that. Look at the sleeves. It looks like she's got cat eyes on. Those sleeves are beautiful. It reminds you of a starry night. Oh, look at that one. They're like hand gloves, very Catwoman, yes. And you can see his aesthetics is a little bit different than Elie Saab. He has a refined look, but it's a little bit more harsh. I shouldn't say harsh. I would say it's a harder look than the softness of Elie Saab, but still just as beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous. I love how the beading fans out. Edgy but feminine, yes. Still edgy but feminine. Gorgeous. that red color. Yes, and here we see the neutral coming again. There's a company that I buy from that actually creates pieces like that in India, where like I could send them the design that I want and they would do the beading for me. And for an independent designer, that's an option because we just don't have the time, the resources to create looks like this where we're actually doing all of the labor. It's so labor intensive. If you guys want to see more of So What Styling and her upcoming vlog stuff, don't forget to subscribe to her YouTube channel. Thank you, Reaper. Yes, thank you. Because we got some things planned for that. I love this. It reminds me of Rose, especially the back. Oh my gosh, that looks like Rose in the back, just a little bit more edgy. I like this ombre effect. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you notice she doesn't have on any earrings. When your garment is that loud, you need to tone everything else down and let the dress do the talking. Like chandelier earrings or something like that would totally take away from the dress. Oh, I don't like the ombre one. It's too much. There's always something for somebody. I like the color on this one. So let's pick a gown that we think Rihanna would wear. Because this girl kind of reminded me of Rihanna for some reason. This one has an Egyptian feel to me for some reason. It looks like the beaded curtains. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Maybe I'll do a cutout. That's beautiful. Now that inspires me for my look. This looks almost like a plum. Oh, I love the neck piece. It's like a plum. So pretty, flowy. Oh, that's gorgeous too. Actually, there was somebody who, an influencer that made a dress that was similar to that. Not that, with that asymmetrical split in the front. This looks like royalty. Although royalty would be a little bit more covered. I love that soft look and all the rhinestones on the soft, the hard on the soft is giving a great contrast. I love the gloves. I want those gloves. Oh, that's beautiful. But a little revealing, a little on the revealing side. Yes, yes, glam. All about glam. I love the gown, the gloves. I love this gown too. But see, when they move, I hate how it rocks from side to side. That's what I don't like. Are you going to be streaming the Oscars red carpet and show? Yes, let's do it. Let's meet up. Let's talk about it. That's very 20s in the back. I gotta look at the calendar so I make sure I put it on the stream calendar. Now that reminds me of my fabric, the swirls. Yeah, this gives me an idea too. Maybe mix. Ooh, I have a great idea based on this one. This dress definitely inspires me. I love the contrast on this one. The taupe with the black and then the beading. That's beautiful. I wonder if that back piece comes off. Could add some bling like that to mine. I'm very interested to see what I come up with. She got a little peekaboo here and there. Love the color and the drape. You definitely got to show your sketches and before and after. I will. Of your final design. I sure will. I hope I could do it in Procreate because then I could put the texture and everything on it. I don't like the dress spider arms thing. You know, I've never tried to make gloves like that, like sheer gloves. Ooh, the pewter. That's gorgeous. That I have some fabric similar to that. And I have some silk Mercado in that color. Ooh, I do like that. Hey, maybe I'll use that fabric. I don't know. A lot of construction in that gown to cause that shoulder piece to stay up like a collar. To stay up around her shoulder. This dress is giving evil queen. Well, she's got that persona going too. Go ahead. Mess with me if you want to. I wouldn't try it. I will put you under my spell. Don't play with me. I love how he mixed color in between the darker dresses. And now we're back at the neutrals and then like the burgundy with the sparkling, the plum. That's one of my favorites, that one. This dress is it. This was a great show. I think so. See, now I love that look with the lace and the pants. That would be pretty too. I like how they're walking across the stage, like to give them another glimpse before he comes out. I think I like the colors of the couture show from Ellie Saab. Oh yes, definitely. But that's because his is 2025. That's because it was 2025. Now, I will tell you my takeaway from this for inspiration for me that I'm going to explore for my design is going to be definitely uh mixing textures. Like maybe I'll mix um a pair of velvet blue pants and maybe a really stylish jacket with some not really rhinestones, but some beading, some type of beading on it. I could see that because I still think it's going to be the event is on a rooftop, and so it's going to be cold. And so I think if I were to wear something sheer like lace, I would be freezing the whole time, and I don't want to be freezing. So I think I might mix some velvet in there. I think that would be so gorgeous with this piece. With this piece, I just love this fabric. I fell in love with it, and it looks like it's like a turquoise blue, but it's actually a royal blue. Whatever you come up with is going to be dope. Yes, it is. I concur. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what I come up with. I'm looking at the fabric, just kind of really eyeing it. I can't wait to see your designs. Thank you. A lot of times I can't wait to see my designs.
Are you struggling due to ringing or buzzing in your ears?
So,
You
well,
may be one
thank
of
you,
25 million
everyone. My
Americans
camera is
living with
kind of
tinnitus. FDA-approved
falling,
tinnitus treatment device Lanier has been proven to
but
soothe tinnitus in
thank
a landmark
you
clinical
so
trial
much
and has
for
helped
joining us
thousands of
tonight
real-world
as
patients
we
get relief.
reviewed
Find out why
three
50%
different
of 500
shows.
clinical trial patients
Ellie
recommend
Sobs
Lanier to
was the
treat
most
tinnitus.
recent.
Visit Lanier.com to
Oh,
find a
you're
clinic near
welcome.
you.
Thank you for
That's
streaming, is what
L-E-N-I-R-E.com.
Reaper said.
Lanier is intended for use in
I
adults
just
with
thought it
moderate
would
to worse
be
tinnitus. See
fun. I'm
Lanier.com for more info and
always
warnings.
like crafting and doing other things, and from time to time, I would like to do something like that. The next one, maybe we'll pick out I'll create a fashion show for everyday looks. Like, what would it look like for work attire? How could you amp up work attire if you're going into the office, or if you're a mom, a stay-at-home mom? What would you wear? Put together some looks, and then we talk about those looks. Why did I pick them? And how could they be incorporated in a wardrobe? I may even go and style some pieces from like Goodwill somewhere, and to show that if you know how to pick good style and classic looking clothing, you could create beautiful looks even from a thrift shop. You don't have to spend a lot of money. In fact, you can find designer clothing at thrift shops, take them to the cleaners or launder them. Like the tie that I purchased, this one from a thrift shop, it's silk. After I washed it, I was like, oh, it's silk. But I actually washed it by hand. It's 100% imported silk. Can you see that? Oops. Try to. It's so hard on camera, but if you look close, I'm going the wrong way. There you go. It's 100% silk. And I did wash this by hand, and look how pretty it looks. So I'm going to do something with this. I'm not certain yet, but I will use it. Nice find. Thank you. So, and I will be posting a video from the first tie that I made on stream. I actually created a video. I actually wore it, and I got a lot of compliments on it, especially from a young girl who was at the airport. She was like, "Oh, your tie is so cool." And so when I told her that I had upcycled it, she was like, "Really?" So there are a lot of cool things you can do with upcycling and learning how to sew. We're going to be doing, I'm going to try to be more consistent which day in the month is going to be sewing, so that people know, because I know everybody is busy and you can't always watch all of the streams. So I definitely we'll try to plan it out on a calendar so that if you can make it, then that would be great. Thank you, Reaper, for shouting out my social medias. And make sure you check out her Instagram. Yes. And follow me, because we're going to be doing even more tips. I have some things from my website that I've restyled on my Instagram, Capturing Your Style. My Elvatanza Instagram page is going to be more for my design work. So as I'm creating this look for this event that I'm going to put more of that on the Elvatanza page, and then I will style it for the Capturing Your Style. So that's how the two pages are going to work in tandem. And I'll be able to showcase more of my design work on Elvatanza, and then more of my styling tips on Capturing Your Style, so that you don't miss either one and you can pick and choose what you're interested in. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Go out and be awesome. This was a lovely stream. I love how easy the new computer is working. Me too. First, it wasn't plugged completely in, so I apologize for having to restart the stream earlier. But again, thank you so much, and come back and grab some tea, grab some coffee. So what? Whatever you want. Yes, I would love to raid somebody. Let's see. I would love to raid. How do I raid? If there's a crafter that I could raid, that would be great. Um, try which try that user? I don't understand. Oh, okay. Okay. That's in the way. I can't see. How do I come out? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm new at this. Can I copy and paste? Mm, without the space. Oh, okay. Oh, it says invalid username. It's not letting me. You'll have to show me how to rate. I don't know how to rate. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. Let me try. So I need the forward slash. Oh, I had too many L's the last time. That's what the problem was. Oh, raid plus the at. So raid goes in forward slash raid. Okay. No, it's not letting me. You'll have to show me next time because it's not working. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night.